Hi, this is Chris from Revenge Performance. Today we are doing an unboxing and a little bit of descriptive video for some Injector Dynamics 1050x fuel injectors. These are the latest design of high impedance fuel injectors from Injector Dynamics. They are really set out to replace their ID1000s. They flow 5% more, but they've also had redesigned internals to help better resist corrosion and just overall work even better. These particular injectors are set up for the 3000 GT and Dodge Stealth platforms. They are a physical bolt-in to the stock fuel rails and the stock lower intake and things like that. They're also available from many other platforms out there, so don't think that this is just a 3000 GT injector by far. GTRs is very popular with those, any kind of GM applications, Ford, Nissan, Mazda, just tons of applications are available. If you don't see an application for Injector Dynamics for your platform, let us know and we can probably get it for you or recommend something that's going to work really well. The reason they are platform specific is oftentimes they have little hats that are machined on them so that they're the correct height for your fuel rail and they fit your engine without modification. You will need to do some small electrical modifications to these injectors to get them to fit the 3000 GT and Dodge Stealth platform, mainly because the OEM injectors are a low impedance injector, which requires a resistor pack, and the high impedance injectors do not. And so if you don't know what's involved in this, check out revengeperformance.com. We have a guide on how to bypass the resistor pack, and also if you want to hardwire these injectors, we have a guide for how to do that as well. We'll also talk briefly about these ID1050x part number. This will allow you to not modify your injector wiring other than the resistor pack because this is a plug-and-play injector adapter going from the EV1 style to the USCAR style that these newer injector bodies use. There's good reasons to use these high impedance injectors. It's a lot more modern injector than the fat body, and so it's well worth making the small modifications you need to make to your car to make these work. These are also a perfect size for a lot of setups out there. At 1050cc, this is absolutely perfect for an E85 setup trying to run about 600 to 650 wheel horsepower, which is a real happy spot for these cars. If you're running big bolt-on turbos like 20Ts or DR750s, or a TD05 16G setup, or a medium-sized to small-sized T3, T4 setup, all good candidates for using these injectors. If you have bigger fuel demands than that, we do also offer the ID1300s and even a 1700 and a 2200 injector. So really the sky's kind of the limit on those. What's incredible is that you can run these large injectors and still have stock-like drivability due to the dynamic matching that Injector Dynamics does to these injectors. What that basically means is not only do they match them for their maximum flow, basically a full wide open injector duty cycle, they will match them at very low pulse widths as well. There could be some variance in that, so Injector Dynamics goes through a ton of these injectors to get perfectly matched sets, and you really will have a smooth cruise and idle. One other thing to note is these are originally with collaboration built by Bosch Motorsports, and Injector Dynamics is not just taking an injector and modifying it to flow what you want or to suit your platform and things like that, but these are an original Motorsports injector, and so you're going to have OEM type reliability and consistency between the injectors. So let's go ahead and take a look inside the box. Pretty simple boxing. You'll want to check your part number on here. By default, these comes with clips and pigtails, which are for the hard wiring, but you can add the adapter option to your order when you do your checkout process. These injector adapters are about $7 a piece, so it adds about $42 to your injector cost to get the plug and play adapters. This is part number 1050-60-11-D.6, and this includes 6 injectors, so it's all you need to run. Your 6-cylinder, 6G72. You'll notice inside, they don't include a lot of paperwork with the injectors, but help.injectordynamics.com contains all the values and things you're going to need. Pretty much for any ECU out there, they'll include injector offset and slope data that you can get programmed into your ECU, so you're not spending time tuning your injectors but you're going to be able to tune your car. They also have some slope data for ECUs that may not be directly supported. Basically, if you're running anything out there, you'll have the injector and slope data. They have characterization for HB tuners, EFI Live, some of the Motec ECUs and things out there, and AM Infinity, just pretty much anything you're going to want to run. They have data for MegSquirt, just everything out there for what you need. So check that out. Look up your injector model and they'll have the data for you. Inside the box here, you'll notice the pigtails, and so if you want, you can definitely cut off your stock injector wires and crimp these new ends on. That's fine. Some people prefer to do that and some people don't. Or you can use these plug and play adapters as we mentioned earlier. Inside the box, you have your 6 injectors here packaged up. You'll notice a couple details about these injectors that are nice. This doesn't have a solid upper mount, it's actually sprung a little bit, and so that will provide an even better seal to your lower intake and to your injector O-ring. They contain new O-rings where these go into the fuel injector rails, and they also include lower isolators where those go into the lower intake manifold. So you don't have to worry about purchasing these parts of Mitsubishi or anything separately. That's all included. This blue top hat here on the injector is machined just to be the correct height and size for your fuel rails. So these are truly plug and play injector. You don't have to modify your fuel rail or anything like that. You'll notice the USCAR EV14 style injector electrical connector, and basically your adapter would go like that, and your OEM plug would go right into there. So it's just as easy as that. So that's a lot of what's in the box. A couple of stickers if you want to rock your swag here. Include 2 stickers. But very simple and easy to use packaging. You don't have to fight to get them open. And these are also very simple to install. If you check out Revenge Performance's YouTube channel or our website, we do an installation on a similar set of injectors, which will show you the exact walking through points that you need to do to install these on the Stealth or 3000 GT. So for all your injector needs, whether you choose Injector Dynamics or some other injectors, please check us out at Revenge Performance. Let us know if you have any questions about what you want to run. We do have an FAQ in the blog section about basically what size injectors are good for different power levels or different tuning solutions, because that can be really critical. And so check all that out. Let us know if you have any questions. We'll be glad to answer anything you have. And we can get you a set of injectors shipped out. Most of the time these ship the same day. Very fast delivery and things like that. And we'll just make sure you're really happy and your tuning experience is great.